Hello and welcome back to another video here on the Kai Cooper YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be installing some Starlights into my FG Turbo Ute. This is going to be a long and tedious task, so let's not waste any time and let's get straight into the install. Yes, that's right. I ordered this kit online to install the Starlights into my FG Turbo Ute. Now I've always thought these things look cool, and you know, the Falcon interior is not the best, so I want to try and make this thing a little bit more luxurious, a bit more of a personal touch, and so I thought I'd give it a go. Now, this thing's going to be tedious, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get in there, pull that headliner out so we can start installing it.
So sweet to me, this is where I wanna be. On up with you, supersonic, we're on fire, rockin' love alive. On up with you. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up, how you feeling? Yeah, yeah. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up, how you feeling? Yeah. Just in the backseat of the Beamer, put my feet up, how you feeling? Yeah. Just in the backseat.
Finally, got them out. What's next? Let's go. Alright, so I've just taken out the visors, and I've also taken out the little caps up here, the coat hanger looking things, and also the door handle, and the grab handle up there. So now, I believe this thing should just come straight out. I'm no professional, so I could be wrong, but we're going to give it a go. Alright, so I've just popped the pillar off, and as you can see, our headliner is now resting on the seat. So I just pop this side out, and then I should be able to pull it out through the door. So, headliner's just sitting there. I've just unplugged this wire, and I need to unplug this headlight, the light for the lights, the cable for the lights, and now I should be able to maneuver this thing out. And just like that, the headliner is out. Whoop, whoop. Right, so the kit that I bought online, guys, has 300 of these fiber optic cables. So that means that I'm gonna have to install 300 dots into my headliner over here, and then I'm gonna have to poke each single one of these fiber optic cables into the holes. Alright, missions, let's get into it. So now that the headliner is out of the Ute, I'm gonna use this Sharpie here, and I'm gonna go and actually mark where I want my lights to go in, so that way I can have a better idea of what I'm doing when I start poking them through. So I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse and enjoy.
How could I know it would be goodbye, my love? When did the close of forever come, my love? All I recall.
As you can see, I've marked out exactly where I want all my fiber optic cables to go. So that way I'm not just going in blind. So now we've got the fun task of pitting the holes through these dots and then installing the fiber optic cables and hot gluing them in. This needle started hurting my finger because it's a needle and I'm just stabbing it in there. So what I did was, don't know if you can see there, I I've just covered it with sticky tape and one of those plastic scrivets that Falcons use in the front of the bumper. Now, right, look at us go. Boom. Boom. So yeah, I'm about to speed run this. Pop these holes. Alright, I've finished poking all the holes into the headliner. But now I've got the fun part, putting these into the holes. So wish me luck, this is going to be a major mission. But once it's done, I hope it's going to look really good, so let's go. Guys, have a look at that. I'm basically done a third of it now. Been going for about, I don't know, an hour. Let's have a look under here. We've got quite a few now. But we've still got quite a long way to go as well. Yep, I've got to stand here next to the heater to stay warm. But we're getting there. We're actually getting there. This is actually not even taking that long.
6.5 hours later.
Alright guys, these are the final few pieces going in right now. And just like that, our headliner is done. Oh yes! Look at this. See if you guys can see. I'm pretty stoked with that. Alright, so now that the headliner is complete with the fibre optics all the way through it, as you can see, I still have to get the heat gun and glue all of them in so to make sure that they don't come off. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that they actually work, and then we're going to put the headliner back in, clip them all off, and then that should be done. So I'm just going to set up the hot glue gun so we can start gluing these fibre optic cables in. Wish me luck.
How could I know it would be goodbye, my love? When did the close of forever come, my love? All I recall was a stare that was vacant and cold. Where did the spark go, the warmth that once stole my soul?
Alright fam, so I finished hot gluing everything together on my headliner. As you can see, all these little beads here, hot glue, and if we tug on them, you can see that they're not coming out. So now what I have to do is put the headliner back in. But before I do that, I'm actually going to test the fuses to see what we're going to tap into, because we can use a fuse tap to wire all of this up. So let's jump to the inside of the car. So now we're here in the car, as you can see. We've opened up the fuse box. Now I've already got a few things in here, like these fuse taps here, just because I've got some gauges and whatnot, and subwoofer and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my test light here, and we're going to try and poke around until we find either a free one that we can use or something we can tap into that's going to work with only the accessories on. Alright, I don't know if you can see me. What up? So we've just grounded our test light up to a bolt in here, and now it's time to start poking around. So we don't want something that's going to light up when the car's off. So for example, these few fuses over here, they're not coming on. When we pop this into accessories, that's when we want our starlights to turn on. So I reckon we're going to tap into this 10 amp right here. Welcome to my workbench, aka the tub. So I'm just going to leave you guys up there while I fiddle with all this shit down here. Just to clarify, I'm not a professional. I don't even know what I'm doing. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, don't copy me. So this is the fuse tap, and as you can see, it's quite thick. And this is the positive. Well, anyway, it's so tiny. So you can compare, one's a girthy boy, and one's not so girthy. Get the point. One's thick, one's thin. So we're going to chop the fuse tap up. I'm going to solder in this positive from our light source. This is a negative. We got a ground, and it's tiny. So what do you do, Benny? We're going to connect it to this sticker wire, put onto this O-ring looking thing, and this is going to ground to a bolt. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Some more fire. So we got to ground this thing in. So here's the fuse tap with the positive, and we've got the negative. So underneath here in the steering column to that bolt right there. Boom. So it should be sweet. Alright, so fuse tap is in. It's grounded. The light is not on, which is a good sign. Key on, accessories. Hey! We got power, baby. Car goes off. So the lights. Now, gotta put this bad boy back in. Oh, wow. We just mocked it up. What do you reckon, Benny?
Fucking beautiful.
Alright. Time to finish installing this. Boys, it's gonna look hectic. Now we're using the clippers, chopping them all short. Alright guys, we just finished snipping all of the roof. So now it's time to check it out. Whoa! Have a look at that.
Just in the backseat of the beamer, put my feet up.
guys, just like that, we've installed the Starlight headliner into my FG Turbo Ute. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this was not even that hard. It just took a little bit of time and a little bit of patience, but we proceeded to go through. And just have a look at that. Oh, for something you can do at home by yourself, I did this over 2 nights. I would highly recommend. Look at that. Just like that, the Starlight headliner is installed into my FG Turbo Ute. That was hands down one of the best things I've done. It really makes the interior pop just that extra little bit more and gives it that luxurious feel. Guys, stay tuned for more. I've got some more content coming on the way that I can't wait to show you. We did something pretty big, so until the next one, on to the next mission.